I started surfing and shaping in California. In 1961, I was a surfer, junior lifeguard, and it was a nice community for surfing, and this was my love. You know, it's been for 45 years now. My love is surfing. By 1966, I wanted to make my own board. You know, the boards were expensive. Some of them were not so good, and still was a Malibus. There weren't short boards at all. They were longer boards. So I started in my garage in Playa del Rey, California, which is by Marina del Rey in Los Angeles area. And by 1968, I was making maybe 3 to 5 boards a week. Yeah, and very young. I started when I was 12. So I kept making the boards till 1971, and then I moved to Hawaii to go to college, and of course started making surfboards on the North Shore there. So I've had a long experience on the North Shore working under Dick Brewer and Tom Parrish, Bill Barnfield, George Down, and many really good designers. So I've had a nice background for where I'm at now.
I wanna smell the cigarette. I wanna find the time to live.
Probably the most important back in the 70s was Mark Lydell and Buttons Kaluhio Kalani. They were, when we started Locomotion in 1977, they were my team riders, along eventually with Larry Bertelman, Tony Moniz, John Dom, Bobby Owens, many really good surfers from Hawaii. And by the mid-80s, then we had a different style. The professional surfing was really in full bloom by 1985 when I started working with Mark Richards, Tom Carroll, Damian Hobgood, Marty Thomas, many guys. I think 86 through 91 I maybe had maybe one half of the top 16 when they came to Hawaii. And now, of course, I have my son Ryan, who's a big wave rider. And almost everybody that comes through Hawaii gets at least 3 or 4 boards from me. I do well with the Australians like Mick Fanning, Dean Morrison, Trent Monroe. Those kind of guys are really nice people to work with, and they ride the boards really well, and nice feedback, pay for the boards. And of course, the pukas guys when they come to the North Shore. So that's very good. We made a special board off of a Dick Brewer that they liked, and we made this board, and I copied a little bit and I put some of mine in, and those guys, they went to Jaws, huge waves, maybe 45 to 55 feet, and to see the pictures on that board, me talking and us designing, and then seeing my son dropping in on waves that if they get them was a really a heavy experience. Yeah. I mean, making big wave boards for professionals like Chopu's one place, and maybe Mavericks. There's places here in Spain they get really big. I mean, there's a responsibility that the equipment is very good. I'm doing right now a series of boards for Hodei, one of the pukas riders, and these are boards that are going to be made here in Europe, but for the North Shore. 7/0, 18 and 3/16. 2 and 3/16, a nice thin yet boxy rail, concave through the bottom section, and most of my boards I like to put a double concave in the tail. I find that the double concave really adds drive, and it's all in the shape of the rail, so the board still can go good from rail to rail. This is another model that we've done really well in Europe with my San Diego fish. This one's a Quattro. You can see the 4 fins. The name SR71 Quad. We make a lot of these worldwide. Kind of fun for the play waves, you know. Designed for small surf and relaxing type. So this is another, kind of my average surfer, not a professional, more for the average guy. So this is a good basic Rawson quad. Pukas is about the people, Pukasente. Yeah, and you know, it's special. I come here twice a year for about 2 weeks. So 1 month of my life every year, I always feel like family.
Turning back, you